Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown. It's Friday. It's October 5th. We've got all kinds of action today. You've got college football, preseason NBA, Major League Baseball. 4 games are starting early. And also, we got a big weekend of NFL and a big college slate tomorrow. So let's get into it, guys. Again, Friday, October 5th. I hope everybody's doing well, getting ready for a good weekend, but also remembering along the way that family comes first on this team, and that will never change. All right, guys, last night we had the private pick. We had the Houston Cougars on that first half -10. They didn't do it. Offense didn't show up until the fourth quarter. They were only up at 4 at halftime. But looking back, we're doing well. Okay, we're cashing those tickets on the free video picks. And on another note, I had 2 big private picks, and then we had a third private pick that we added on. There was a handful of clients that were able to get that in time because it was a late call. But we had Troy on the first half in college football on the one of the big private picks. That cashed by double digits. Then we had the LA Dodgers on the full game run line, okay, on the private picks as well. And that was an easy casher also. All right. And then what we did, we pulled that trigger on some last minute information on the New England Patriots on the first half. That was a double digit cover as well. So all in told yesterday, I was 3-1 on 4 picks. All right, guys, private picks going to be great. Our weekend starts, hell, it started last night. We're going to roll it through the weekend. We're going to carry that momentum. We're going to stay positive. Get a hold of me, mikebrennersports at gmail.com, or send a text message 281-871-8985. Get up with the private picks. Be glad to show you this weekend and let you decide. But yeah, two big ticket cashers, and then we had the add-on, and there was a handful of about 15 to 20 of us who were able to cash on that Patriots first half. All right, guys, let's get into it. Again, we've got early baseball today, playoffs. Last night, Dodgers, they set the tone for that series. Milwaukee earlier in the day yesterday pulled off a 10th inning win, 3-2. Okay, so they're showing that they're for real. Colorado's got some work to do. The weekend is here. Tonight, look for the NCAA football picks. All right, I've been doing that the last 3 weeks. I'm going to be posting that video on YouTube later this evening, so make sure you check it out and you can get that early jump. Tomorrow, it'll be a regular video because there's going to be baseball, there's going to be some preseason basketball, and a bunch of, again, college football that we'll go over again. But tomorrow, we don't want to miss those sports also. There's just a lot going on. You even got NHL hockey kicking off, for crying out loud. All right, let's talk about it. Major League Baseball. Again, Milwaukee riding high on emotion and momentum. That's hard to stop. Mike Moustakas, hats off to him. Walk-off single. There's experience on that squad. He had a ring when he was with Kansas City. LA Dodgers, Ryu, he shut them down. He literally made the Braves just look like a team that was just happy to get to the playoffs. Early game today, Cleveland at Houston. Verlander going to toe the rubber against Kluber. This could be a pitching game for the ages. This is what this could be. Right now, Houston favored -148. The total sitting at 6.5. Verlander, when he came on board last year with Houston, he brought that magic, he brought that attitude and that momentum, and it carried them through, and they got the ring. Cleveland, they've been up and down, though. The latter part of the season, they really weren't a fun team to watch, but early on, they were stealing bases, they were producing runs, they got some lockdown pitching. This could be a closer series than people might think. Cleveland's very quietly well managed with Francona also, so I don't know. A lot of up and down. Kluber's on the mound, taking on Verlander. We'll get to that one later on. All right, Colorado at Milwaukee. Anderson going up against Chaseen. Colorado, they have to just regroup. They got to come back out and go, look, we got an offense that can explode at any time. Milwaukee, again, riding on emotion and momentum. Chaseen, they got a lot of, you got Kristen Yelich, you got the MVP, but then you got Lorenzo Cain, a lot of experience on this Milwaukee club. Ryan Braun, who's been hungry for a ring. I mean, going back to when Fielder was there. Milwaukee, favored at home -154. That total is sitting at 8. Then you got the Yankees tonight at Boston. Here we go. One of the biggest rivalry of rivalries. Now they're taking it to the playoffs. J.A. Happ's going to be toeing the rubber for the Yankees, going up against Boston's Chris Sale. 2 lefties squaring off right now. It's looking at Sale as a favorite, -177, and the Yankees and the Boston total is sitting at 8. Hell, Yankees bats are liable to go off. We'll see what happens. Happ, 1.18 whip and a 1.13 ERA, his last 3. So he's been in the zone. He's getting bat support. Other hand, though, Chris Sale, 1.00 whip with a 4.09 ERA his last 3. He got beat up a little bit. We'll see what happens. That could be an underdog pick, but no call as of yet. Then you got Atlanta trying to straighten it out with the Dodgers. Sanchez going up against Kershaw. I forgot just how important Sanchez has been to this team since he came on board. 0.82 whip and a 1.51 ERA his last 3. Anibal Sanchez is definitely on fire, but thing is he doesn't go deeper than 6. We'll see what happens. On the other side, you got Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw towing the rubber for the Dodgers. He was their premier pitcher, but he hasn't looked anything like. He's got an ERA floating around 4-something his last 3 as well. But Sanchez, he's been a lockdown pitcher, but Atlanta's going to have to produce some offense, and the Dodgers bats look dangerous. Right now, Kershaw and the Dodgers minus 225, that total, sitting at 7. College football tonight, you got some games. We'll talk about a few. Georgia Tech at Louisville. Georgia Tech 2-3, Louisville 2-3. Louisville gave that game away. They had it. They were winning pretty much the whole game against Florida State. Last drive, quarterback throws a pick. There it goes, pick 6. Florida State takes it in, wins that game. What a heartbreaking loss. Petrino said, well, we got to learn from that. We can't let us take us down. All right, you got Georgia Tech, a squad 0-6 on the road. Its last 6. They haven't had a consistent run game, and that's what they're known for. Right now, this is a crazy one. Georgia Tech favored minus 4.5. That total sitting at 57.5. Big shout out, by the way. I'm going to interrupt real quick. I want to do a big shout out to Garrett, my friend Garrett. He knows who I'm talking about. He's out there taking care of business on his end, but he's got a great attitude, always has a positive thing to say, and keeps you laughing even during the roller coaster time. So shout out to Garrett. I had a list. I don't have it in front of me. There's a bunch of you guys, man. God, I could go on forever. But anyway, fan speak, there's one for you. I appreciate your support. Jesus, thank you. And Big Gabe, thank you as always. And Tommy T from the NC, still trying to get over that Miami Dolphin pick. And also, a big shout out to my man, Pac-Man. Thank you, buddy, for tuning in. I had to get that out. It's a good way to go into the weekend. All right, back again. We're talking college football. Georgia Tech favored at Louisville. One that's not real interesting to me, Middle Tennessee State is at Marshall. Opened at minus 7.5. Now it's down. Marshall favored minus 4. That total at 49.5. Marshall 1-3 ATS, so be careful. Even at home, they're not covering spreads. Then you got Utah State taking on BYU. BYU 3-2. Utah State 3-1. They got the number 131st offense in college football. All right, number 31 in the country. That's not bad. And BYU, typically known for its air attack, they're number 125. Could be revenge. They got pounded last year, 40-24. And guys, that's one other game. It's well, that's it for college football. I'm not going to have him picking that, but I'll tell you what. I do have a pick, and I'm giving out, and it's going to be Major League Baseball style. I want you guys to ride along with me. The bats showed last night that they're capable at any time for the Dodgers. What I'm thinking, Sanchez, he might be locked down early on, but that bullpen struggled, and again, Atlanta's not getting a lot of bat support. It's why I love this pick. Pull that trigger, baby. LA Dodgers on the full game run line, minus 110. It's bounce back night for the video pick. Private pick, we're going to cash again. We're going to sweep that board again like we did last night, so get a hold of me, mikebrennersports@gmail.com, or send a text message, 281-871-8985. Guys, if you're out in Vegas, make sure you stop by Caesars. They got a great sports book inside Caesars Palace. You got to check it out. A lot of energy, a lot of emotion going on there. I'm hoping I might be up there in the next couple weeks to do a video as we get closer to World Series time. All right, guys, again, one pick. I love it. We're all over it. And it's going to be the LA Dodgers pulling that trigger on the full game run line, minus 110. Tune in tonight to the YouTube channel for my college football picks. I'm going to have 2 free picks there. And don't forget, tomorrow we will have the regular video capturing the baseball. We got preseason NBA. We got NHL off the regular season. Let's get it done. Family time. Let's bet responsible. Let's beat your bookie, and let's build that bank with Brenner. Don't forget, guys, that Brenner Blast and that Brenner Breakdown is coming to you, baby. LA Dodgers, because of experience, cover the full game run line. Let's have a great weekend.